Hello and welcome to this week's Scrappy Summer Chat. My name is Nicole and I'm the brains and the beauty behind Yarn Craft by Nicole. And today we have a short episode, but I do have some fun things to tell you about, including a video release, and I'm going to announce our July giveaway since it is now August. Where did July go? I am not wearing anything handmade today because this is going to be a quick episode. And it is hot outside and I just want to be comfy. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you, I guess the first thing is I'll show you the projects and then we'll talk about the video and then we'll end with the giveaway winner. So I don't think I mentioned last episode, but if you want to enter anytime during these summer chats to win a small prize, we're going to announce one winner a month. We did one for June, and then we're going to announce the July winner today. We'll do one for August, and then my plan is to also do one for September. We'll see. Just because baby girl's due date is early October, and I don't know how much filming I'll be doing at the end of that, but we'll have at least one more giveaway winner, and maybe we'll announce it kind of towards the middle of August and wrap up summer, Scrappy Summer then. It seems like that could be a good plan. No, that would give us or wrap up middle of September. Yeah, that probably was what we'll end up doing. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll probably do a bigger prize for our last winner, just as a thank you for participating and following along on this journey. But to enter to win, you just comment with any scrappy summer stash busting summer projects you're working on, and that'll enter you to win on any of these. So I really only have two projects that I've been working on. The Jellyroll blanket, I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere. No, I think it's downstairs. I was about to say it's somewhere up here, but I think it's downstairs. I've added maybe 2 or 3 more squares to that, not a ton, in the past 2 weeks because my focus has been on the alphabet by blanket and the cardigan that goes with it. And I have a hate-love relationship with this cardigan because it's just taking forever. But I think it's going to be like my showstopper piece of this year, like a big. Well, honestly, the wrap that I wore for my sister's wedding was also a showstopper project, but like a big, fun project of the year. But I think I told you last week that we had a trip coming up where we were going to be driving, and we had a wonderful trip to Rhode Island to go see a friend of my husband's get married, and that was lovely. We had never been to Rhode Island before, so it's fun for the new experience too. And it was in Newport, which is just beautiful. We ate some great food and had almost like a little baby moon, a little parents getaway while my in-laws watched Melody, which was good for everybody. But because I had more time than usual in the car and I wasn't trying to keep a toddler interested, I did get some work done over the last 2 weeks. So I have finished, 13 squares, and I'm working on number 14 today for the alphabet blanket. And then once I finish each set of 5, I block them. So like these are all done, these are all done and blocked, and then I'll show you the ones I'm working on right now. I took a good picture of all of the ones so far on my Instagram, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out over there. I have been much less active on social media this year than I thought I would be, but you know, life be lifing. So let me show you what I've got going on so far. So I did the letter B with this kind of creamy white background. This was left over from a sweater that I made a couple years ago. And because I didn't have a full skein of the white, I'm throwing in a couple of mini skeins with this combination too. So I did the letter B, I did the letter R, And then I'm working on the letter Z, which will all be white. And I haven't done anything really other than get the white start on the Z. And then I threw in a mini skein for J. Got some ends to weave in there. And then the other mini skein that I'll use will be this gray to kind of supplement. I think this one will be the letter S. So that's the alphabet squares. And what I had been doing was working on the alphabet square kind of during the day as I had time, and then working on the cardigan at night because it required a lot more cuts, because you're making each square and then attaching it on to your cardigan. And after I finished the R, I took a couple of days off to just work on the cardigan because I was really inspired to work on that. So let me show you this cardigan. Also, both of these patterns are by Sass and Stitch. I still haven't made a rivalry project page for these. Maybe that will happen this weekend. This is one of the few weekends we don't have anything going on. That would be a good idea. It could happen. It could happen this weekend. It won't take me long to do it. Just need to do it. So that is the alphabet blanket. I made one for my daughter Melody when I was pregnant with her and tried to use a lot of stash. And then I kind of started in a similar vein this time, but I didn't have as many colors that I like to gather in stash this time, so I've had to buy more than I thought I would. But I'm still enjoying using the yarn that I have as like a beginning of the template for the alphabet blanket. And then I'm taking the leftovers from both of the blankets, making a cardigan for myself, which is the Choose Your Adventure Cardi from Sass and Stitch as well. Okay, let's talk about this cardigan. It looks kind of like it's gonna be a cardigan. So the way that this pattern is written is you do the back panel and then you attach onto, because this is all joined as you go, the two front panels after you finish the back, and then you do a side panel. And I decided to go a little out of order for a couple of reasons. One, I was really bored of going back and forth on the back panel. For my size, I think there's 144 squares. I think it's 12 by 12 on the back panel. And I was just so tired of working in a giant, trying to make a giant square. So I decided that I would start going ahead and start do the front panels. And then I thought, well, if I'm gonna go ahead and do that, what if I, instead of doing the side panels afterwards, what if I did the squares for the side panels and just attached it onto the front, and then I could just work around instead of having to like attach each square in like a funky way. I thought I would not appreciate doing that. So that's what I did. And I thought last night, I worked on this a lot yesterday actually, that I would be able to get them attached, but didn't quite make it. I don't know how many squares we're up to yet, but this is just, I feel like I'm fast, but this is just taking a long time. And it's just so many, and they're just so small. But for my size, I am getting close to where, like, this is gonna be one of the side squares, as is this. So when I get to where they meet at the front, then I'll just keep working across the front. And I think I will like this for a couple of reasons. One, it has made it feel less monotonous, which is good. Two, I can check that I like the fit, because that's one thing that I hate when I make things in panels, is that you don't know until they're all together if you like the fit. So like if I attach the armhole here and try it on and say, even with blocking, I think this is gonna be too tight, or if I wanted to go ahead and block it, I could, and kind of know how it will fit, rather than waiting until everything is done. I mean, I guess if you were going up from the bottom, you could keep trying it on too. But I think I would like it better there, because then I can also decide if I like the length of this, if I want to make it more cropped as I go. I can make that decision as I go top down. I also, I think the sleeves are going to be a bit of a slog. I think that they're going to be, I don't think I'm going to enjoy doing the sleeves. I really want this piece, and I think it's going to be so cool when it's done. So I'm motivated to work on it, but I think the sleeves, because you're working in a smaller circumference in the round instead of flat, doing these join as you go squares, I think the sleeves are going to be less motivating to work on. So if I can go ahead and attach for the body and make sure that I like the armhole depth, then I can work on the sleeves a little bit as I go, as I'm working on the body. The other good thing about that is because I am not doing, like the way that she has it written in the pattern, I think there are 3 colors that you use that just repeat, and it kind of makes like a checkerboard pattern. Since mine is wild and scrappy, it doesn't matter where I do these colors. So as I'm using, let's say this blue, if I have both sleeves that I can work on and the body I can work on, I can make 3 or 4 different squares and attach them right then instead of continuing to switch colors. So I think I will like all of that. This color right here is going to be the ribbon color, and I went ahead and added in a couple of those squares too. And that's another thing, like as I finish the body, then I can do the ribbing and work on the sleeves. Like it just helps me break it up a little bit more. So my extreme stretch goal would be to finish this before we go to the hospital so I can wear it in the hospital, but I don't know that that's going to happen. If I just finish it this year, I will be happy, I think. I would like to finish the baby blanket before she comes. I keep doing the math wrong in my head and thinking that each color is 10 squares instead of 5, and they're not. So I'm not quite halfway done with the blanket, but getting there. I probably will be in the next week or so. We are in the home stretch before baby girl gets here, and that is really exciting and mildly terrifying. We started making our list of things that we need to get done and started knocking things off too before she gets here. But those are my 2 projects. That's pretty much all I've been working on. I thought I would need another project to break things up that was a worsted weight, like the blanket I started for my friend, or maybe making her coming home hat, which still probably will want to do. But honestly, those projects have been a lot of fun to work on. I haven't needed another one yet. So let's talk about the video. We said video next and then giveaway. So after much fighting with the program that I use to edit videos, I have the Tunisian checkerboard coaster tutorial is up. If you remember last week's video, I think the other coasters are still downstairs. Or last Scrappy Summer video that was part of our giveaway. That video is out. Let me know what you think. The problem that I was having is that as I was uploading video clips into this program, not all of them were processing correctly, and I wouldn't realize that until they were all in. And so I took some time yesterday to do everything individually, and it finally worked. So very pleased that that is up. That is something that I wanted to get done. I think that might be my only tutorial this year. If it is, wonderful. I'm glad that it's done. I'm happy with it. I would love to make more of those as gifts, or like I said, I think in the last video, maybe some pot holders would be cool, double-sided. I have some more of the Happy Place yarn, and doing like a little kitchen set I think would be fun for Christmas gifts. But all that to say, that video's out. Go check it out if you're interested, after I have talked about it ad nauseum for a while. And then the last thing that we're going to do is talk about our giveaway. So I decided for July's giveaway that I would give away 1 skein of DK weight yarn and a copy of my pattern, the Winterwoods cowl. I do not have a sample of the Winterwoods cowl with me because I gave it away to my sister. Actually, I made 2, and I gave one away to my sister and one to her fiance, or her wife now, back when they were engaged, and so I don't have them anymore. But you can check it out on Ravelry, Winterwoods cowl by Nicole Michael. It's also on my Instagram. My husband modeled it for me. It's a great unisex cowl. It's small and it uses 1 skein of DK weight yarn. So I'm gonna let the winner of today's video choose which one she wants. I have this one, Rosie's Colors yarn, which is dyed in Brooklyn. And this is a Taylor Swift inspired yarn called Miss Americana. And it's a 50% silk, 50% superwash merino wool. It's very pretty. Oranges, purples, pinks. So that's one option. And then the second option is this one. This is pretty close, honestly. Well, it's similar to the color that I used in my original sample. This is from the Frosted Stitch. I love her. She's great. She's a Canadian dyer. And this is a tweed. It is 85% superwash merino, 15% Donegal Neps. And it's got some browns, kind of like a slate blue and a little bit of green. So our winner today is Mindy's Diamond Makes, I think is what it's called. I'll put it in the description below. But she commented on a couple of videos ago in July about her Scrappy project. So thank you so much, Mindy. Email me at yarncraftbynicole@gmail.com and tell me which skein you want. This one is the Roses Colors yarn. This one is the Frosted Stitch yarn. Let me know which one of these you would like. Either of these would make one of the skeins. It's written for 1 skein of DK. And congratulations and thank you for participating in this Scrappy summer, if I could talk, it'd be great. And with that, I'm gonna wrap it up with something that is bringing me joy this summer. And something that is bringing me joy this summer is walks along the river with our daughter. We actually went for the longest walk we have so far today without the stroller, where we went to a little park near our house. And she walked all the way there by herself. And my mind is still a little blown by that, because that is as far as she's ever walked. And then she had fun playing there, and it's just been great. So I'm looking forward to this fall with a lot more walks and a lot more time outdoors even. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and comment down below with what you're making this Scrappy summer to enter into the giveaway in the middle of September. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.